Hello everybody, it's iResler. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2. We did Planet Coaster 1, I believe, in the channel. I have to go back and take a look at that. Probably should have looked at that before I started, but I built a site park because I didn't want to bore you guys necessarily with all the beginning stages, and this is still very much the beginning stage. As you can see, we have quite the park going on already. Quite a few rides, and to be clear, this is sandbox mode, so money's not an issue. But that's kind of the best way to play Planet Coaster. I mean, there is something to be said about a challenge, and I played the challenges in both games with money, and it's fun when you get to a point where you can build almost anything you want because money is not an object because you're making so much money. But I wanted to start off and be able to build basically my vision. So we got this, so it's kind of disjointed. It started out nice and symmetrical orderly, but now it's kind of gotten away from that, but that's okay in my book. So what I was going to do as I was loading this up is I realized I only have one staff room. So we're going to look into that. Not staff facilities, there we go. Staff facilities. Staff building. Okay, so I'm going to do that right here. And I'm going to get a staff back to it. And then kind of cover it with trees. Not cover it, hide it. Try and hide it. I can't really. Well, hit it a little bit. So I built quite a bit quickly, and then I opened the park. So the park has not been open for very long. We have some rides. We got the Ferris wheel. We got the sun flare. We also have, where is it? There it is, this. We have the arcade, and then we have 2 coasters and a water ride. So we got this coaster, we got this coaster, which is a bit more extreme in terms of like inverting. I mean, both of them invert. And then we got this water ride, which is underwhelming to say the least in terms of like, I thought it would be more topsy-turvy. It actually has more fear than the coasters, which makes me wonder, but without some testing. But anyways, the coasters are not getting tons of engagement yet. There are people on them, I know that for a fact. You see people right there, but we're not getting hordes of guests yet. I think that will come with time. As it is currently 20 Celsius on it's day 1, so people will come. There are quite a few people already here. And we have plenty of things for them to do and services. And the water ride seems to be getting some traction. But yeah, I'm sure we'll have more and more people. I remember when I had Planet Coaster 1, I remember playing that. I remember going to a point where it just that I had to build like alternate pathways around the park because just the sheer amount of people was just ridiculous. And especially when it came to the go-kart rides, that was something else entirely. It was just crazy. So I have a better path out to these buses. Okay, I don't know if I can. I can. By the way, this is the tropical biome park, so there. Some really good scenery. Yeah, the scenery. Some of the scenery is clipping into the coasters, but maybe it just makes it more. Okay. I need 2 moves to go. Okay. So I think the next we got flat rides we could do. Aquatic Tiny Eye. Into this 260 power. Spinning. Swinging. Fear is just there. For something that has quite a bit of fear, but excitement. There we go. This is a ride. We're gonna put this out. Over here though. This is the Moon Isle Park, by the way, so. And those things have moon in the name, that's why. Okay, we've got that going on. And then, custom. Looks like it was pretty high. But when you're building, what's it called? Without finances being a thing, you can do things. I also turned off, the need for PowerPoints because, yeah, everything else though, using some money and PowerPoints I kept on. So crime, breakdowns, maintenance needed, staff breaks, things like that, and such. It's all there, so staff can't quit if they're unhappy. Like that. And we are good to go. I mean, the scenery rating from guests is great. They love all the all the tropical things. And the reason I did tropical is because the water park is coming. And we're probably going to put it over this way, but over here, I think right here, maybe I'm going to go with flume, which is a coaster. So, water flume. So, tiebreaker, Artemis, tidal core, yeah. Water, so it's a suspended launch, chain lift wooden alternate lift wing, yeah. Yeah, log flume cat coasting sections and splashdowns await your request within the layout of this unique anti-cloud. Custom time. Okay, custom water. Here we go. So, I just wanted to build these. Okay, so we're going to have it this way for the queue and exit. People. Then, oh, one more station. Some water. Okay, now let's start the chain section. Up we go. let's go like that. Like that. Like that. Can't auto-complete this. You can't get it close enough. But that's what I'm trying to do because I can't line things up very well. Okay, so I think we're done. Before I go any further, let me rename the resurgence. Not renaming, I'll eventually make resurgence 1. Okay. So we got this. I'll get the path to the path in a minute. Let's get this path moving along here. And then let's... Yeah, okay. And then there is a method to my madness. It doesn't have to make sense, but it does for me. So it doesn't have to make sense necessarily very much, but it makes enough sense. Okay, so benches. More benches. More benches. Another bench. Another bench. Bench. By the way, I have benches and bins like this all over the park, so. Something I've lacked in doing, which I'm just now realizing, is security. I have security guards. I have no cameras. And cameras that I think are important. Trying to look into placing these like at kind of like certain parts of the park where like security might not be able to see things going down, like here. Kind of like remote areas of the park where security, you know. I used to always put these next to lines because, you know, because they can be, because lines are places where you can get stolen from. Yes, speaking of experience, I have been pickpocketed in line for something. So, yes, I will put my own prejudices into this playthrough. So, let's... Okay, scenery-wise. Okay, so... Oh, this is the scenery I'm looking for, yeah. You need staff members? Okay. Let's get another security guard. Let's get another janitor. Let's get some more janitors. And then let's get some vendors. Now, all these rides come with people that are auto hired, right? But that doesn't mean that they're like, you know, that they need to go on break as well. So it's good to hire other ones as well. This ride is, this path is the path to nowhere. Okay, so rocks. So. Seven's good. Now let's get the 10-second intervals in between them each, and let's test this thing. So. And we'll get to writing that in a minute, but okay, so since we have a problem. Okay, so try that. Okay. That's the problem with toasters sometimes. I mean, I know there's a way to do it, and like, you know, there's probably not a way that things get pushed along on this track, but you know, the thing with flumes, at least custom flumes, is that it doesn't get, you know, is that, you know, I think some of the downside to this game, as good as the game is the fact that in Planet Coaster 1, you know, instructions were a lot clearer. It has a steeper incline to climb as well, so maybe lowering it did nothing to fix it, but hey, if it needs to, we can reconstruct that a little bit. Some case has a long queue time. Well, if the line is packed with people, I'm sorry, but there's nothing really I can do about that. You know, I thought about, you know, I did priority pass the Planet Coaster 1, you know, and that was great and everything. Guessing they're kind of miffed about it at times when see people who are much better off than them in front of them, but you know. that's not gonna work. I don't know if that's enough. Okay, well, we'll see. I guess, won't we? What happens? Okay. Hopefully we have enough. Autocomplete is one of the greatest inventions when it comes to some of my coasters, but when you don't have that easy mode option, so to speak, because I'm not a purist that that builds my own amazing inventions. So when you don't have that option, oh, come on. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's backed up, isn't it? I was hoping that maybe as they stacked up a little bit, there'd be an eventual shove. Okay. What is it? I don't know if we can add one, can we? These are just not working. Okay. Got distracted here by our... Give me a sec here. See if we get that. We have another capability. Just not right there, though. Right.
No?
Okay. So I know move was untested. Okay. So I think I'm not sure if we fixed it, but let's take a look. Gotta get my bearings again here. I do like the addition of the well, not addition. I do like the right cam at times. It's even fun to do sometimes when you get enough guests on there where people are just freaking out at your creations. Because sometimes you're just like, yeah, it's like scream for me, you know. It's worse. Okay. So let's see what. So let's see. So the hiccup is up at the top. So if we edit the coaster, that's part of the track. That's part of the, this is not part of the chain. That's. So let's see if we can do that. Confirm. Okay, so that might be the catalyst, the little catalyst. That might be the hiccup right there. If we can chain them along until the drop, that's kind of the key. So let's see here. Just gotta gotta encourage the flume, just kind of yank it along. By the way, guys, while we have a moment here, while we're going up this chain, let's see if this works. First Light is up live on the channel now, so make sure to go take a look at that because it's Bond, and part 2 will be coming along with Global Rescue. So yeah, we have a lot of that coming up, and there's Land of the Vikings videos for those of you who are fans of Land of the Vikings. I see the viewership on that. I know you guys enjoy that, so there's that too for those of you who are looking for a Norse thing. There we go. Drenched. Okay. So I think the water part, where you just ride along the water, is solid. Yeah, this just kind of pulls you along, and then we have another chain lift right here. This is a big moment right here to see if this, because there's no chain until this drop. So let's get you all the way there. No, it is not. Okay, so one part. Okay, so none of that. Edit, and then no. Undo. This. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so probably an easier way to do this that I'm not doing right now, but that's okay. In my book. So. Track places. Lower, isn't it? Yeah, it's too low. Okay, so. Rock. I don't know why I can't do that. I mean, I understand to a point. Might have this figured out. And then we'll do that. Go back into edit mode. Go back into construction mode. Whoops. Just way around. If I want to have this connecting. Okay. After that massively convoluted go around, let's see if we finally have fixed it. And that's just that part. There might be more parts later on. This is going to be. This flume is proven to be quite the undertaking. I hope that when it finally tests completely, it is not too fearful. It's excitable about enough that we get people, because the amount of work I put into this, I want to return on the investment. That is a strange looking moon. That sun kiss thing where you go up really high and spin around, that has got to be terrifying too. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for the coasters and having fun, but That might, you know, and I'm not necessarily afraid of heights, but that going up there, sitting in a swing, I have no problem with heights as long as I'm secure. So, sitting in a swing like that, high above the ground, don't feel so secure. Don't tell me we're having a problem right here. Okay, well, that's one part. I have a problem in another part. Okay. So, it's right here. Okay, I think I fixed it by putting a chain in. So, I don't know, we'll see about that. The way this is going, let's take a look at this park schedule. So we got that. Can we mention when the, can we put, look at that, I want to get some advertising going on, yeah. I want to see, because I know you could do it in the, we have the money. Everyone's getting it. Now you're going nowhere because you all are going to be paid excessively. There, you're all paid very well. Okay, yeah, is there a way to set how your park, yeah, park status open, that's great. Can you, seems like I can set the time that we close. I mean, it's fine that it's still open. I was just hoping that we could, oh well. Let's hope in Planet Coaster 1, you could set what time your park opened and closed, and because I noticed like people like seem to be like walking out at like 8 p.m. and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, I understand like it's 8 p.m. but come on, like there are people who like, you know, who like stay late at parks, so I made it open I think until like 9 or 10 or something like that. Whatever the, you know, like I was just like, nah, it's like got late, and like I even like themed sort of rides around like late night, like not like, you know, they only opened at late night, but like some of them had like fire or like light attractions that like you only saw at night, so it's like you want to go on, it's like, you know, it's like you might want to go on this ride, you know, it's like this ride might only be available at night, so maybe you stick around and spend some more money. Yeah, I'm not sure how many of my shops were open, but I think most of the shops in the food vendor stayed open until, you know, the park was open. The reason I'm doing number 2 and not number 1 is as much as I love number 1 and as much as my playtime in number 1 far eclipses the hours of this one, I think probably double if not triple, is number 1 had training that you had to do to make staff happy. It really served no purpose. It didn't make them necessarily better at their jobs. It made them happy, which by making them better at their jobs. Maybe I'm not sure. The thing is that training you had to go, because you couldn't just like, you couldn't check a box and select everyone and mastery it, because
training had cooled down, so some people may be unavailable. Made it easy to go through and spike every single person, and you had to keep on top of that. Once you got people trained fully, it's fine, but I would have much preferred something be shot in 10 box, it's like mass training, everyone gets trained. But that wasn't a thing. And so, as much as I would love to show you guys Planet Coaster 1, because I have some pretty amazing parks in there, the tedious going through and training doesn't make for a very fun time. So I'm not going to put any of you through anything like that. That being said, that being said, I'd just be through a tedious log thing building, but trust me, once you get this done, we're going to the water park stuff like the pool, and that's the fun. That's where that's where it gets fun, because that's where you start to get slides and crazy pools and wave pools. And we build a wave pool that's pretty intense, so, and large. Oh yeah. Oh. I've always been a fan of vlog themed rides. I've been to parks, not tons of parks, not like I'm a huge park person. It needs to be trying more arcade machines. I'm not, you know what it is there's not enough attractions. Once we get the pool thing, other things will become less busy. That's something that, and I truly believe that. Once we get things like that, people are gonna be like, oh, well, screw the arcade. We're gonna go riding. That's my thing. If you hear something that sounds like a gong sound, I apologize profusely. I heard it earlier this morning, and I heard it a second time. I do not know. It sounds like kind of like a sad version of one. I do not know what is going on. My neighbor, I thought was normal. Neighbors. I'm not sure who's making the gong sound. I'm not sure why they're making sad.
No, something must be going on. I don't know. Okay. $15. Are you crazy? Let's go. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to happen. That is way too close to the other one. They're spaced out for a reason. Okay. So more than close. Cheese pizza, $8. Yeah, let's go with 5. Okay.
Pepperoni pizza we'll put at 6 because extra $96. The trim pizza is gonna have is to get $9 because that's just a travesty. Open. No, it's gonna be called Pizza Pen. Done. Yeah. And then we'll put another. We'll also put a trunk. We don't have any slush hours. We'll put that. We'll put one of those over here as well. Slushy. Let's make it 4. Full slushy. Yeah, 450 is fine. Blue raspberry, 450. Tropical, yeah. Let's pick the strawberry one cheap. Hours sounds cool. And now let's see a couple more things. So, okay, so we have the area prepared sufficiently. Let's do it. Okay, so get the medium pool, get the flume pool. So, and then we have the medium pool 2, and there's medium pool, and then there's wave pool, which is fun. Yeah, there's also large pool. So we're gonna do we're probably gonna do one of those, but we're gonna do custom first. So let's go like that. Shape this thing we're going to. Okay, what is this? Suggested 5. Okay. That's 3, 4, and 5. I couldn't have all of that game. Just
mean, I'll have more than one. I'm just taking a look at how these work.
Oh! Hey! Yeah.
Pass. $2 to get into the pool, seriously. Okay, that's fine. I get into that, okay. So, facilities. There. Then let's see here. So let's get Queen Splash since we haven't had her for a while, and let's get another janitor.
Yeah, one more security guard. And though let's hire some lifeguards to look after too. So the other ones can have breaks. And on top, and then let's do this. Palm trees around. After all, it's a tropical climate. Okay, so we got the pool now too. As promised. We're gonna follow Sam here. So what are you doing, Sam? That's right, your friend jumps in, you get in. That way, okay. Okay, so let's add a filter. whatever. Like, where do the waving machines go? Do they only go in the bottom? That's not. Is Mood still really that popular? You want to queue that long? Okay, so what's Sunkiss doing? Oh, it's getting crowded. And what's happening over with Mood's doing? You want to queue that long? Impatient? There's not a massive queue for it. I mean, sure, there are plenty of people getting on, but, like, this one is just not working for some reason. I don't know what's up with it. How much are we charging for people to go on this ride? Let's then $3, see if that will incent people. Because how much is moon speed? Oh, well, that explains it then. That's... Okay, I mean, I like, you know, wow. Okay, well then by extension, this one should be pretty popular. No, it's not. How's the queues for other things doing? Like, how about the, oh my goodness. Wow, what was the test results of this? Excitement, okay. Got the queue going on. River Rapids was so much fun, but not fun enough, apparently. Okay, there are a lot of people in the pool. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into when I built this pool. I mean, I've created a problem. Wow. Well, we'll have to make another. Let's do some advertising.
Heyo. Come on, no.
Confirm. We'll have to do a flume, but we'll do that next time. So, gotta call it here, guys. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch me bumble about and try and build and try eventually successfully, but not near, but you know, and according to the line, quite successfully building a water coaster. But I don't know. Some of you probably have a much more amazing water coasters out there. I can build some crazy coasters that thrill seekers go on. I tend to do those later on once I have a steady flow of guests into the park. We have 917 people. Wow, that's a lot of people. Anyways, guys, that might come day 3 or 4. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch Planet Coaster 2. If you like to, make sure to hit that like button. But of course, the subscribe button. I'd appreciate that immensely. And to those of you who have subscribed, I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for those of you who keep coming back. Thanks, guys. Until next time, my name is Wrestler, and I'm logging off.